There we go. That's as good as it's going to get, I think. Okay, let's get the YouTube. Okay, so I don't know what's going on there. I'm not getting previews of images on my. Okay, leave that for now. Hey Alistair, had a very good weekend. There you go. It's just, you know, one of the videos I was talking about. I've released a couple of videos of the top 7 most reliable or most successful breakout patterns. Day traders. Here you go. You've got a triple top. Triple top. There's the reversal. That's Siga. Let's have a look at. Select thing. And away we go. Oh, we're up and running. Need to fix that for my lighter. Okay, what do we have? What do we have moving? So aside from Siga and Chimerics, who are both moving up on the whole monkeypox news, we've got phase holdings on lower volume, infrastructure and energy, got lower volume. Zymergen, probably that sounds like another bio stock. Let's up it. It's not moving up on monkeypox news as well. Right, okay. Biomex Zamergen surges 21% on a 300 million buyout deal with Ginkgo. So, Ginkgo to acquire biotech Zamergen. So that's not going to happen. So, but there's going to be no trading there. There's no trade there. So Siga and Chimera Exodus, Phase Holdings. Let's have a look at Phase. Morning, Chip Green. Good morning, Dunkers. Have a look. There's, I think, Phase Holdings is another one with the Phase Clan recently completed a combination with B. Riley Principal 150 Merger Corps. Okay. Siga, after the WHO declared monkeypox a public health emergency of global concern. Geovax is up. That's a smaller, lower price stock. And just looking at what's moving up, Onyx is moving up. That's the lower price one. Versus is 45 cents. That's moving up. That's lower priced one. Aeroclean moving up again. 10%. Quite a lot of movement. I'm expecting quite a bit of volatility this week, guys. Why? Well, we've got quite a lot of earnings, some big corporate earnings coming out this week, and there may be a knock-on effect to the overall market, and if it hits the overall market, that can have an effect to individual stocks. So backwards and forwards there. We've got the FOMC meeting, so another rate hike in the works. Is it going to be 50 beeps? Is it going to be 75 beeps, or is it going to be 100 beeps? That's the question. And we've got the GDP numbers coming out as well this week. So will we be confirmed as in a recession officially, finally? I think we all know the answer to that, but Q2 GDP numbers will be released later this week as well. So we've got a lot of catalysts that will impact the wider market. Let's see how that pans out later this week. Maybe we will have, as a result of that, maybe we will have a little bit of a less volatile day today and tomorrow before it all kicks off on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Today might be a little bit quieter, but I'm still expecting a relatively volatile day. I'm continuing to watch Tblt. It moved up huge amounts, moved up like 60% on, was it 60-70% on Friday. I'm still watching Pagaya, moved up 200% on Friday. I'm still watching HKD, which also moved up huge amounts on Friday. So there's a number of stocks that I'm looking at and watching huge moves on Friday that I'm keeping an eye on for potential continuations. And then we've got the bioscience stocks such as Siga, such as Veru, such as Chimerex. They're all moving up on the back of the monkeypox news. You missed a doozy, Dunkers. You missed an absolute doozy. Friday was wonderful. It really was. Let's just have a quick review of what actually happened on Friday. I'll put this on the 15 minutes so you can actually see. So this is Pagaya. Now, from the open, we traded this on the initial stream. We got a little over 6,000 up, 6,500 up on this move up here. And then we traded Tblt. We had a walk, and then we traded Tblt. And then we came back to this, and we made over 20,000, nearly 25,000 on this move up here. So very clean. Granted, the range was a bit spready in terms of the spread. Or spreads were a bit rangy in between the bid and the ask, but it was fairly consistent in terms of its moves up. We also got a couple of decent pops here, and I don't know, this one for the big move up. And yeah, good day on Friday. We also traded Tblt on Friday that had this little sell-off at the open. So we were a little bit down before it started to sell off, and then it sold off, and then we were able to get in this and move up. If you can see this on the 5 minute, there's a lovely double bottom sorry, a double bottom, I think it is. Let's see, 5 minute. And zoom across. So it's a lovely double bottom. It's in a trend. We've got a double bottom here. So the move up, pull back again. So we've got the double bottom there. So I call this out, and we managed to get them at that move up as well. So Tblt, we managed to get over $11,000 out of Tblt. I think it was on Friday as well. Hang on a minute, I've got the reports up in front of me. Why am I estimating and trying to remember what it was on Friday? I can tell you exactly. Yeah, we got 11,000 out of Tblt. We got 31,000 out of Pagaya. So all in all, and 150 bucks out of Secure Digital. And all in all, 42 grand a day based on trade profit. It's about 38k, I think it was in net profit. So a good day on Friday. You missed it. Very good day. And there was so much moving on Friday. Why am I getting blurred vision? Is it my glasses or is it my eyes? There was so much moving on Friday. There was a hell of a lot of stocks moving. I'm moving with good volume, good volatility. We probably had half a dozen stocks moved over 100%. We probably had another half dozen stocks which moved over 60%. So Friday was just a really good, volatile, voluminous day. I trade stocks. CFDs, you don't get great spreads, or you get big rangy spreads. So you get bad fills. CFDs, you're beholden to the broker or the company you're trading with. Whereas any movement on Tblt, I'm looking at it right now, so it's held most of its gains. Had this, let's say this double bottom here that then the move up. It did. We've got another double bottom here, but there's no real move that you can take advantage of there. So we're just watching this. It's up at 710s. So we'll continue to watch Tblt. 710s. If it gets back up towards $8, it potentially could go on another run today, because the last I saw this morning, I was having a look this morning what they're shorting, and I'm getting different reports from different sources, but 207% short interest, which is absolutely mental. It was 132% last week. Now it's 207%. So massive short squeeze candidate. If you go on Reddit and the Wall Street Bets forums, etc., this is being talked about quite a lot as the next big squeeze. So potentially, there's a lot of companies with earnings this week. So this week is a big company. So today we had Philips this morning, Ryanair, if you like budget airlines, Squarespace. After hours today, we've got Logitech, we've got Whirlpool, NXP. Not a lot of huge names that got to move the needle today, but tomorrow is a big day. So we've got UPS in the morning. We've got UPS, Coca-Cola, Microsoft, 3M. Which are, if you're looking at a portfolio long term, 3M's a great one. You get great dividends, and it's consistently making gains. So 3M. You've got Kimberly-Clark. So a lot of good names, S&P names in the morning. Then in the afternoon, you've got Microsoft, you've got General Motors, you've got Alphabet, also known as Google, Chipotle, Visa, Texas Instruments. That's all tomorrow after hours, after the close. Then on Wednesday, we've got Credit Suisse, Deutsche Bank, Boeing, Bristol Myers Squibb, General Dynamics, Hilton, Spotify, all before the open. Then we've got Meta, formerly Facebook, of course, Qualcomm, Ford, Etsy, Upwork, amongst the names that are releasing earnings after the close. On Thursday, we've got some big names as well. Before the open, we've got Barclays, we've got Pfizer, we've got Merck, we've got MasterCard, Honeywell, Tilray. After the close, we've got Amazon, Intel, Apple, Roku, and a bunch of others. And then on Friday, before the open, we've got Procter & Gamble, ExxonMobil, Chevron, Santander. It's a really big week for earnings this week, guys. A really big week for earnings. So, and on top of that, we've got the FOMC meeting. I think it's on Wednesday. We've got the GDP numbers, I think, come out on Thursday. So there's a lot of catalysts that to the wider market. There's a lot of catalysts that potentially could impact the volatility. It could impact the overall market. So just keep an eye on all of these. Oh, Tblt made a nice little move up there while I was talking. How much would I say is needed to trade stocks? That's a good question. If you're going to day trade, the barrier to entry is very low, so you can trade stocks. Most accounts will, most brokers will allow you to open an account with $50 or $500, depending on what type of account that you're going for. $50, you can't day trade with $50. Simple. You need a minimum, I would say, a minimum of about $2,000 to $2,500 as an absolute minimum. Maybe if you're going to be you've got one of these brokers that is commission free, you can get away with $1,000 to $1,500. But you've got to set your expectations. You're not going to be making $100 a day with $1,000. It's just not going to happen. Okay, so set your expectations. I would recommend a minimum of $5,000 to $10,000 as in your equity position. Of course, if you're using a margin account, if you're trading with a margin account, you're going to get, let's say, between 4, 5, 6 times leverage from your broker, depending on who your broker is, which gives you a larger buying power. I always say when you're trading, once you've got I'm practicing a simulator first. Don't just put money into a broker before you've learned to trade, before you've learned how to read the charts, before you've learned how to spot areas of support, resistance, windows of opportunity. Before you've learned how to do that, practice in a simulator. Once you've proven to yourself that you can be profitable in a simulator, then start small. And I would recommend that you, as a rule of thumb, you target yourself on 1% of your buying power daily. And I think that's an ambitious target. So if you've got $1,000 and that's your cash account, then you're targeting yourself on a $10 profit. Okay. If you've got $1,000 and 4 times leverage, you're targeting yourself on $50 profit per day. If you've got a $5,000 account and you've got 4 times. good day doesn't mean you're going to get a continuation. So you've still got to maintain the same level of discipline that allowed you to have that good day in the first place. Don't get lax or don't deviate from your trading plan or your strategy that's giving you those gains in the first place. Just because you're feeling confident, you're feeling invincible, it does happen. It happens to the best of us. And with me, towards the end of the month, I've got over $100,000 worth of equity now, $116,000 worth of equity now in this account. The last thing I want to start doing is swinging for the fences and giving 20-30% of that back to the market. Absolutely not. Hey Ian, good to see you, buddy. Nice one. Well, if just message me in the Discord if you need my setup, if you need my desktop. Actually, just look in the Dash Trader section on the Discord, because all the setup files, all my files are there for you. If you want to access that, which has all the hot buttons and hotkeys pre-configured. Now you can change those around, but it'll just save you a lot of time. Yeah, once you've done that, you only have to do that once. Enjoy. Okay, so let's have a look at Siga. That sold off. It's back. It's underneath the VWAP now. I have a funny feeling we're going to have a much more volatile day than I anticipated today. Tblt making moves. Up at sevens. We've got key levels. So key levels is obviously the $8 level. We've got key level at 730. Key level at 850. 950. Of course, $10 key level. This has been as high as $20 when it did its reverse. Take $200 off there. I'll trade with that and I'll leave the 250 in there for a run up, give me a discount on my next ad. So just to put this into context, I've been losing money pre-market in July. I'm looking at my statistics and I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'm trading too big in pre-market. So I'm going to trade a little bit smaller and hopefully I'll just get out there, because that for me is a bit of an exit indicator, that that shooting star we got there. And it didn't do anything last week, but that's just it. I was expecting it might have had a bit of a bullish impact on GameStop. Let's have a quick come back to this in a second. Excuse me. Have a quick look at GameStop. So here's GameStop. It's not doing anything, but if I put it on the 15-minute chart, you'll see it actually sold off last week, so it didn't actually do anything. Trading at 35s after the stock split last week, Friday morning. So they had a 4-to-1 stock split. It doesn't impact the company at all. It doesn't impact the price of the float itself. What it does is the market cap, it doesn't change. It's like going into the bank with a $20 bill and they change it and give you 4 5s. How much have you still got? You've still got $20. You've just got 4 token amounts that make up that $20. Where you had one bill before, you've now got 4. But the actual total value is the same. Same thing with a stock split. So for it to impact the price, I was expecting maybe a few more Reddit Wall Street bets crowd would start piling in, but it didn't. So I guess it's one of those, been around for so long as a potential squeeze candidate. To break the high of the previous one, because the whole point of that is that it reached a level of resistance and then pulled back. So the next time you want to start moving up is, okay, well, the next candle to make a new high. Now, if I get another candle after this, if this candle closes out in 5 seconds as a red candle, it'll close out with a high of 751. So theoretically, I could look to get in at 752. The problem with that is, if it goes up and meets the resistance of 755 again, we get the devil horns up here, and it could then pull back. But next candle to make a new high, 752, that's a potential entry point, or you might want to wait for 756, which is a new high, and breaks the top resistance level. Ideally, we want to get a little bit of consolidation here, and then maybe third candle on the pullback, 4th candle on the pullback, we get the move up. SPY big sell coming. We still got a squeeze for Tblt. Yes, we've still got a squeeze for Tblt. So it's actually a bigger short. It's even more short interest on Tblt. So it's like 207% short interest right now, and on Tblt. That's what I'm looking at right now. So if this gets back above $8 today, I can see it moving up to 10, possibly even higher. The SPY, a big sell. I think that once we start getting the numbers coming out, there's going to be a bit of a sell-off. I agree with you there, because we've got the FOMC meeting, which they're going to be. Nobody likes the interest rates high, so the interest rates are going to go higher. The market will probably crash on that news. Then we've got the GDP numbers come out later in a week as well. That'll confirm that we're in recession, or should confirm we're in recession, and the market will probably sell off on that news as well. We've got some really big market moving companies that are releasing earnings, and if they've not had good Q2 earnings, then the market could sell off on that as well. So you're absolutely right today, Young Reactor. Today, we could have quite a volatile week. I'm not saying it's going to sell off all week. What I'm saying is we're going to have some bearish reactions, might even have some bullish reactions. Just it's going to be quite choppy across the market this week because of that, in my personal opinion. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't come after me. Don't sue me. Nice. So the FOMC is the Fed's meeting on the US bank. So they'll be raising interest rates effectively. They've already precursed it. The expected interest rate is going to be 75 basis points, or 0.75%. It could be as low as 50 basis points, or it could be as high as 100 basis points. The likelihood is, based on the numbers, they've not got inflation under control. So the likelihood is that it will either be 75 basis points or a full 100 basis points. I can't see it being less than 75. My own opinion. You think? What makes you think that these are trading in sympathy to Tblt? Well, there's no volume on either of those two at the moment, so I trade the price action. I don't really care about the fundamentals of a company. Is it worth buying? Because a lot of the companies I'm trading from an intraday, from a swing trading point of view, I'm interested in fundamentals. From a value investing perspective, I'm definitely interested in the fundamentals. But from a day trading point of view, I'm in and out the same day. I don't care about fundamentals. It makes no difference to me. I don't care how much the company's worth. I don't care if it's got a good track record. I don't care if it if it whips its employees. I don't care what the company's like, as long as it's moving and got volatility with good volume. That's all I care about, is the price action. And I get in, make some profits, get out on the price action. Tomorrow, if it's moving again, maybe I'll trade it again. If it's not, I won't. It's that simple. So just because Tblt has been moving all last week on this short squeeze play, that doesn't mean that I'm going to be trading it all day today. I've got $400 out of it already this morning. I could have got more out of it, but I was busy talking about GameStop. But I got $400 out of it this morning already, so I'm watching it for another potential move. Gaia, last week I made $30,000 on Friday of Pagaya alone. I also made money on it on Thursday as well. How much did I make with it on Thursday? Where's my trader view numbers? Where's my journal? Was it Thursday or Wednesday? When did I trade Pagaya? Oh, Wednesday. I made 2,000 on Wednesday with it as well. So altogether, I have 34,000 out of Pagaya last week. Does that mean it's going to move? Well, it's got low volume right now, so no, I'm not trading it unless the volume picks up with Pagaya. However, that being said, I mean, if you look at this again on the 15-minute, you see that huge moves. It's held most of its gains, which is a sign of strength. Even though it's selling off and below the VWAP, it's a sign of strength. It could very well, once the volume pick comes in, after the bell, it could very well turn around and start moving northwards again. If that's the case, I'll jump in and trade it. I'm not averse to going short. Can I short this? It's not shortable, so no, I can't short it. But if it was shortable, then there's no reason why, if it shows weakness, if it continues to show weakness, then you go short on it as well. Tblt, I doubt I'll be able to short this. It was probably very... Forgot shares. Oh, it is shortable. So Tblt's shortable. Again, if this shows weakness, you can get in to the short side. You don't have to be going long all the time. If the market goes up in a linear fashion, then great. You want to be going long with it. If it's going down in a linear fashion, you want to be going short with it. But if it's giving you that roller coaster up and down, and it's doing it in a predictable, well, it's like a reasonably predictable and safe manner, then there's no reason why you can't long and short. I've not got float data on it, unfortunately. The guy, but 35 million shares outstanding is what it says. 35.94. last hour of the market. Let's see. And held most of its gains. So a bit choppy at the moment. Not high volume. If you look at 15-minute chart, you'll see what I mean. So the last hour of the market, this did nothing. And then in the last hour of the market, it went up like 25%. Oh, no, 200%. No, 100%, 125%. It went up 25%, and then it's like 125%. So another one to worth watching. Now, the reason that AMTD ran up on Friday, there's just so much moving on Friday. But the reason that AMTD ran up on Friday is it has the majority of the shares that are in HKD, which is AMT Digital. So it holds something like 58% stake in the AMT Digital. AMT Digital ran up. If you look at this on the 15-minute, this ran up from under $20 to over $75. So this was over 200% gains on the day. I think it was about 250% gains on the day. Huge run up, huge run up. And it's not like it was, a couple of dollars and runs up to $7.50, same percentage gain. This was $20 and runs up to $75, which is huge, increase in the market cap of the organization. So GeoVax is moving up in relation. I think GeoVax is actually the leader, and Siga is following. But it's moving up on the back of the whole monkeypox news, and the World Health Organization has declared monkeypox a potential global health hazard. So that's why GeoVax is moving up. It's got good volume, and it's got good momentum. It's good range, good volume. If you like trading these low price stocks, then GeoVax, based on the catalyst, 21 million shares already today, it's not looking too bad. It's looking quite strong. And what I would do is not chase it right now. Is look at it on the 5-minute. You're getting a bit of a pullback. Look for the entry here on this pullback. You're looking for some strength, looking for it to show some strength and get back up towards the 125, 130s and break new highs on the day. So GeoVax could be, a reasonable trade today if you like those lower price. Which Jesus is that? Is that the football player? One that used to play for Man City, now plays for Arsenal? Thanks for the sentiment anyway. Right, blockchain, Marathon Digital, Tblt, those kind of crypto mining stocks will probably be down at the moment, in sympathy with the Bitcoin movement. Oh, stop! You absolutely non you. It just does. I mean, don't get me wrong, and I like a nice cup of joe, I like a nice cup of coffee, but you can't beat, you just can't beat a nice hot cup of Rosie Lee. 100,000. I've got my monthly goal of 6 figures, the 100,000 on a month. Which, if we average 20 trading days, and I know most months there is more than 20 trading days, it's like 21 or 22. But if we average, hey Kareem, welcome back. If we average 20 trading days a month, and the whole point of that is that I've set myself a goal this year that I'm going to have a seven-figure year. Now I'm slightly behind on that goal. Last I looked, I did have a look this morning. I think my average is I'm still on track for a 7-figure trade profit year, but it's the net profit that I really want to get to. So based on where I am at the moment, I'm averaging $4,777 a day. So I'm not too far off. Not too far off. We've got 5 months left after this week, and I'm just shy of 650,000 in the total gains. That doesn't include the commissions and charges, transaction fees, etc. It doesn't include the cost of trading. But if I do have a look at what my net numbers are at the moment, I'm a little over $500,000, so 523 in the net figure. So we've got 5 months left. If I can do 100,000 a month net in the next 5 months, I'll have that net 7-figure year, which is what I'm aiming for. I know there are people out there that are doing substantially more. They're doing like 3, 4, 5 million a year. Well, that's just not me. As I grow my portfolio, and I'm able to invest in some larger cap stocks, then who's to say in the future I won't be doing those kind of numbers. But from a day trading perspective, it's very low cap. Day trading on the low cap stocks is very difficult to hit those kind of numbers. It's the economies of scale don't work that way, because you're dealing with low cap, low float stocks that to get bigger and bigger gains, you need to take bigger and bigger size, relatively speaking. And to take bigger and bigger size, you're taking a larger chunk of the float of these lower cap stocks, which means that when you try to unload a big position, if you've got a 1 million float, 1 million float stock, and you try and take a 50,000 share position, you're taking half a percent. That's 50,000 off a million. You're taking 0.5% right there, aren't you? Oh no, it's 5%. Whatever it is, it's 0.5%, like the first time. Well, that's it. It's patience, and you will get there. Patience and discipline, the two principal key characteristics you need for profitable day trading. Is patience, more discipline than patience even. Yeah, Kaival's looking good today. Yeah, Kareem, absolutely. As a low price stock, it popped up. It's kind of sideways at the moment, but it's underneath the VWAP. But if it gets back up towards 175, back above the VWAP, it could go on a little run. So yeah, Kaival's interesting. What do I use to trade? In what sense? What do I use to trade? I'm not sure what the question. What platform? What broker? What? Oh my goodness, I missed that breakout. Only concentrate. Gonna get a reversal there. I'm not too worried. Look, if I'm starting with $500 at the bell, and we can build on that, I'm happy with that today. I'm not overly ambitious today. I just want to consolidate my gains from Friday. Broker. Okay, so I'm using Capital Markets Elite Group right here, right now. I have two brokers that I use. I have a couple of accounts with Capital Markets Elite Group, and I have half a dozen different accounts with interactive brokers. Why do I have multiple accounts? Well, I have a couple of accounts with Capital Markets Elite Group. If I blew one up, I could start trading the next day with the other one. That's the reason for it. So I've got a couple of markets with, and they're both margin accounts with Capital Markets. With interactive brokers, I've got a margin account that I can use for day trading. I don't get as much leverage as I do with Capital Markets Elite Group, but I can use it a margin account for day trading. I've got my SIP with them, which is if you're across the pond, if you're on the other side of the Atlantic from where I am, it's like a pension plan. It's my retirement account. I've got that with interactive brokers. I've got a cash account with interactive brokers as well. And what else have I got? Oh, and I've got a savings account with interactive brokers, which is I don't really use that much on. So a whole bunch. Yeah, I kind of thought we'd get a pullback there. Looking stronger on the 5-minute and even stronger on the 2. The higher time frames, this is looking very nice. This is Tblt. Go back to Siga. It's below the VWAP, selling off right now. Needs to hold $14. Siga needs to hold $14. Amerix is barcoding. The range is very small. So we're just... So AMTD. You remember I was talking about that, how it moved on Friday. It moved like huge amounts in the last hour of the market. So popped up the last 2 hours. It went from the last 3 hours. Let's look at the last 3 hours. It went from 104 to 320. That's 200% gain in the space of 90 minutes, I think it was. Oh, might have been a little over 90 minutes. Might have been 2 hours. The last 2 hours of the market. No. The last hour of the market went from 104 to 264. Then it continued up after hours up to 329. So, well, it went up. Like I said, I'm just saying, it went from 104 in the last hour of the market. It went from 104 to 264. So that was like 150%. And it's held most of its gains. It went up to a high post-market on Friday of 329, but it's at 223. So, you know, it was a little over $1 a share after lunch on Friday. So it's kind of waking up now. But the reason for this is the AMTD Idea Group holds, I think it's a 58% shareholding in AMT Digital. So AMT Digital was ticker HKD, and that went up like 250% on Friday. Went up from like $20 up to 70, just over $70, and it was up at a high of 76.50 after hours. It went up to $70.98. Do I know what happened to PGY? Yes, I do. Pagaya is up at 1054s. So again, this held most of its gains on Friday. This is where I got most of my gains on Friday. The lion's share of my gains on Friday. If you look at this on the 15-minute, so we got, those of you who are regular to my stream, you will see me trading this in this move up here, and then we started trading Tblt, and then we traded this again here. We got a couple of these bounces, but we got more here on this move than we did on this move. This one's a slightly bigger move, only slightly bigger, but we got more on this secondary move here than we did on this move here. I think it's 25k, isn't it, Chip? In line with the in line with the PDT rule. If you're trading in North America, let me know if you're in Canada, because I don't think the PDT rule applies to Canada. But if you're trading in the US and you don't have $25,000 in your account and you're trading in a margin account, then you can only trade 4 trades a week. That's it. 4 day trades a week, that is. Let's go back to the 1 minute chart. Tblt. Tblt breaking out again. It's really going for that $8 today, I think. Did I get out of this? I did. Right. Why has it gone down in pre-market? That's what happens. Lower liquidity, lower volume. It's you know, consolidating their sounder fund. AGY, they all do that. They all pop up, and when they've had such a big move, they need a little bit of time to cool down and retrace before a continuation. Don't you bloody dare get out! What the hell? What the hell just happened there? My goodness. Ouch. That hurt. That hurt a lot. I lost $1.50 on that move. Yeah, and then you get stung on the continued sell-off. There you go. Watch. Needs to get bounced back above 6. My God. That's not. I'm not happy with that. Wasn't even paying that much attention. I didn't see that coming. That's for sure. Algorithmic flush, and the thing is, you can't even put stops in place pre-market to prevent that. Pay attention. All right, let's put a hold. It's not like it was someone unloading big size there. 500,000 shares on that one. 500,000 shares. Someone just unloaded a million shares. That hurt. I'm not gonna lie. Bam. That's why I didn't see that. Tblt Industries announces a 20 million private placement priced at a premium to market under Nasdaq rules. Damn, that's cost me $5 a share. needs to be. Let's still got this here. Do you know what? I'm just going to go myself, make myself a cup of tea. I need to clear my thoughts after. Let's try and take something from that. What do we learn from that? This is the risk of trading pre-market. And this is why I don't advise people to trade pre-market until you've got experience and you're used to trading open market, okay? Why is that a pre-market occurrence? Well, the huge drop here would have been halted. You would have got a volatility halt if this was the open market, because it drops. If it drops over a certain percentage in the open market, you get it's a volatility halt. You get an algorithmic flush in a certain length of time, you get a volatility halt. In the open market, you can also set stop losses. So in theory, you would have had a stop loss maybe at the $0.50, but you're up here at 7.75. Let's say your maximum, you got this support level here at the $0.50, so you've got a stop loss. It's going to get you out at the $0.50. You're losing 25 cents. Still not ideal, but you're losing 25 cents instead of $1.50. So this is why it's very risky. Going back to what I was saying a moment ago, is day trading the stock market is very risky. Don't do it until you've got a strategy that's proven to be profitable. Don't do it with money you can't afford to lose, because things like that happen and you can't predict it. The news drops, bang, the stock drops. And in some cases, it can, particularly if you're trading out of hours sessions, it can drop a lot more than just $1.50. I've seen algorithmic flushes like that drop like 40-50% of the stock price. So just pay attention. I wasn't paying enough attention there. Is that across the VWAP I should have got it? Is it broke 7 I should have got it? There's a lot of areas there I should have got, like, and I was caught like a bloody rabbit in the headlights because my head was thinking Monday morning, Monday afternoon, whatever, my head was thinking, oh, it's an algorithmic flush. It's just flushing up and down, and ignore it, and it'll be back to the price. And then I looked at the it from flushing down.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be away in my patience. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow, I think I'll chew it. I wish I knew.
Today. Let's have a look at the markets, the wider markets. The S&P 500 is up at 396 on the SPY. So the S&P 500 it's up on the day. It's 0.3% up on the day, but it's below the VWAP. So let's see what happens if we have any significant movers in terms of earnings or whatever. Is it possible to know who sold off? No, quite simply no. It wasn't so much as that was institutional investors selling off there, Ian. On the back of that news, so you will have got that news of the offering, and at $5, and all the institutions dumped. There's over a million shares dumped, and that's in that 2 minute period, a million shares got sold. Yeah, so I've got it's, it's terrible. And that's why smaller companies don't stand a chance. This is what happened with AMC, it's what happened with GME, it's what happened, and this is why the whole Wall Street bets kind of phenomenon on short squeezes was kicked off. It is that you've got these big hedge funds and financial institutions and banks that are actually shorting it without actually having the shares to short it with. So they're shorting it with synthetic stocks that don't exist. So they miss the days to cover. They have to find shares to cover within a certain period of time, and they miss that. And what happens? They get a small fine, small regulatory fine. But they're already making more by shorting it than what the fine is. So it's yeah, it's criminal, Jim. Absolutely criminal. But it's white collar crime. Nobody goes to jail for it. Nobody gets penalised for it. So Rev B, pulling back a little bit now. I'll have a look at car for you. So this is Avis Budget Group, just moved up. Is Avis got earnings today? No, it's next month. Avis is middle of next month earnings before the market on the 15th. So there's no volume on it. No volume on Avis at the moment. It's up at 165.53. They just confirmed earnings for 7 days' time. Not seeing any other news. Anybody's seeing any other news for Avis other than analyst insights and ratings? Not seeing anything. So there's no volume. That 165 is the last it traded, 165 shares. It won't stay up there. It'll come back to 156 on the next transaction. You can see it on the level 2 that the bid is 156. The ask is 159, but the last transaction is 165. So the next transaction will be down at between 150 and 160, 155 and 160. There's a $4 spread at the minute. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen today. People have to be trading it for those kind of moves. It has to have volume. I don't like that. I want to see that offering off the table, and then maybe we can look at it. So direct digital, yeah, not enough volume. Moved up well last week on Wednesday, I think it was. Had a good day. Let me just have a look quick on the 15 minute, 16. Yeah, Friday, Thursday. Yeah, we moved up. I'll change the scanners over. Good luck, guys. The roller coaster ride is open. And we've got ground to make up. Let's have a look at the S&P 500. Where do we start? Where do we go? S&P 500. I'll wait for something to hit the scanners, and then we can see what happens. Let's see. Hang on a minute. Let's see what happens with Tblt selling off. This will probably come down to $5 now at the open market. HKD, Gaia. These were all big movers. Right, let's have a look at GameStop. Now it's down at a affordable price. No, Pagaya, I just had a look at it. It's trying to make a move upwards. Oh my good lord. I'm slow to the trigger there. What's the halt level? 1127. Just trying to get in for the break of the VWAP, and I missed it by 20 cents. Shows how quickly this moved. Volatility with Pagaya. Good volume in that first couple of candles. A little bit patient. That's a horrible fill. 20-cent spread. Oh my goodness, the spreads have just the spread is huge. Rangy spreads, 30 cents. Just be careful on the spreads, guys. It can sting you. We're narrowing a bit now. 15 cents. Oh no, 15-20 cents on the spread. Just be careful on the spreads, guys. This could go up to $12 in a matter of seconds, but the spreads might not follow it. So just be careful on the spreads. Just gonna follow this up. Put my stop at $11. Got 5,000 in this. A stop at 11.20. I got 1,600 on that. So that's that's a third of what we needed to get today. 1500 from 10k. Good stuff. You can't put a 10-cent stop on a stock that's got a 30-cent spread. Just Oh, sorry, Sound, I missed your question. How do you explain the movements? It's a recent IPO is basically what it comes down to. IPOs can be erratic at the best of times. Well, I say IPO, it's a SPAC merger agreement in June, I think it was. Yeah, end of June, there was a SPAC merger agreement. That's and it had a bit of a sell-off, and then it just hit some volatility. So okay, just reading some of the bits and pieces. Oh, for God's sakes! Well, these bots would just hit these bots. Right, now we've settled down. We've got the initial volatility out of the way from that first 5 minutes. Let's have a steady move up now, as if the market's going to listen to me. I'm just going to move the stop up to 990. I'm just going to reduce the risk. Yeah, the volume's died. The volatility's kind of died a little bit as well, but red box is the one that's got the momentum right now. So I'm going to put that on the watch list there. You can see that on YouTube and Twitch. I'll put it on the watch list here. Then you can. That's red box at the moment. We had gap up here, and then it's moving back up again. So red box is the big one in terms of volatility and volume, and probably the momentum stock of the moment. So Marathon Digital trying to get green on the day. Mara, it's up at 1230s. It just got rejected at the 1240 level, which is just before it goes green on the day. So it's still red on the day, but just had a little bit of a pump. Is that in line with a move on Bitcoin? Maybe not. Yeah, it's kind of following Bitcoin right now. So Bitcoin had a little bit of a move up and tested that 21,950 level before getting rejected. So that's why Mara's kind of in sympathy with Bitcoin. Okay, so we could get stopped out here. The spreads are narrower now. They're 8 cents, which is a lot better. Still not ideal, but I'm giving this. I've effectively give this 40 cents for a stop at the 990. So I'm just going to come away from that. I'm going to look at red box, and yes, I'm not wasting it. Red box. I'm just in other things. So I want to see maybe a touch here of around $4 again, 404, 405 for a double bottom, and then a move back up. That's what would be nice with red box. 1,300 realized. We're 2.5 grand in the hole realized at the moment. 4,500 unrealized. So that will get us back green on the day. So let's see what happens. I always use limit orders, Super Chip. Always use limit order unless it's the stop. If I've got a stop in place, I'm always using limit orders. And the reason I've got all my hotkeys and hot buttons set up for limit orders, because you can't use market orders during out of hours sessions, and I don't want to be having to change my my setup based on if I'm trading out of hours session or regular session. So I'm always using limit orders. What did I buy Redbox at? My first entry on Redbox would have been, let me just go back. My first entry at Redbox would have been 435. Added to my position at 453, and my last add was at 464. So my current average cost is 452. got stopped out on red box when it resumed. But that's a good point. Put one in. $0.30. Trading move, swing, or I think you find what it is with swing trading. I mean, there are certain things that are more successful in swing trading than they are in day trading, and vice versa. But a lot of the patterns, from a technical analysis point of view, a lot of the patterns are the same. So as soon as I got up there with a decent spread, I just got out of the position for a nice profit. So point super chip is they've just announced an offering at $5, and it flushed it down. So unfortunately, we'll have to wait for that offering to clear before we can actually trade it again. I want to see this upwick get enveloped. We don't like shooting stars. It's what it was a moment ago, but I don't like to be faked out. There we go. Here we go. Will we get some movement on this? Another upwick. Trying. I have this is 1506, which is slightly, slight increase, new high. I can see it testing session highs 1516. 1800 on the day. That should have 20-cent trailing stop like I did before, but so yes, do I take advantage of the exit indicators and decide to short, or is it not worth it? Exit indicators are potential reversal patterns, and rather than short, they may be just a consolidation. So you get out to try and maximize your profits. However, it pulls back, but you're not going to get a downwards trend. Not very often, you're not going to get a downwards trend. In a strong upwards trend, you want to use that to maximize your profits, take profits. Really, those exit indicators are take profit areas if it's going to continue making a move up to the upside. A little bit of resistance here at the $0.75 level. 74 is the high of day. And this candle is 67. We've got quite a busy chat today, guys. Let's get to 5,000 likes, and I'll be able to give the dog another chew, another treat. We're at 566. A bit of a cushion on this ticker, so I can stop at 50, 16 cents. But it's struggling to break 575 right now. Yeah, I got stopped out. That's wiped out. What was that? 800. What did I get filled at? That is crap. I got 6-cent slippage there. 50 cents stop loss, and I got filled at 44. That's horrible. That's why you put stop losses in place. It's still pulling back. Let's have a look at GameStop. Who said GameStop's moving up? Really? G-Me trying to move up? I don't think so. Down at 34s. Right, well, it didn't get over the previous high. So the previous high was 34.50. If it's trying to move up, you want to be getting over 34.50, then you can say it's trying to move up. But it's just it's a succession of lower highs. It's actually looking weak at the moment. Siga's moving up nicely. We only got $50 on Siga when we traded it. My eyes are going a bit blurred. I don't know if it's my glasses or my actual eyes. Give my glasses a bit of a smudge, or just in case. There we go. No, it's my eyes. Right, what's the spreads on this one now? Still 16 cents, 15, 16 cents. So just be careful, guys. If you're not going to make 20 cents on it, it's not even worth. You need to be making at least 20 cents on it, because the spreads are like 15 cents. So if you're not making 5 cents on the move, it's not even worth taking the risk. And right now, the volatility on this, whilst it's quite volatile, the velocity of movement isn't really there to say, are you definitely going to get 20 cents on the move? I'm not convinced right now. So look, make your own judgment calls, manage your own risk, but don't get in if the spreads are up at 15 cents spread. It's 15 cents between the bid and the ask. Right now it's closed down to kind of 1 cent, which is what you want. Get over 5k on this, I'm getting out. It's been one of those days that I'll just take 5k. I got stopped out. Well, 3,900. We're coming up to the 20 past the hour, so we're 3,900 up on the day. And do you know what? Kind of, I'm just not feeling like I've been trading well today, and it's all down to that Tblt flush. It's just set my emotions wrong, and this is the biggest thing to get over and manage with day trading, is managing your emotions and managing the elements around the psychological part of trading. It's probably the biggest obstacle you're going to have to overcome. And right now, I don't feel like my judgment's on point right now. I'm nearly 4,000 up on the day, but my judgment, I just feel my judgment's off, a little bit off, and it's down to that. It's still coming back down to that Tblt flush. I lost $3,500 on Tblt. Well, actually, I lost more because I was already up $500 or whatever it was. Well, I lost $4,000 on that flush. Yeah, this if you're wondering what I'm talking about, this flush here, I lost $4,000 on this flush. So I was in for 2,500 shares, and we lost $1.50. It's not quite $5,000, but not far off. $4,000, but not far off. So, and that's just affected my judgment of since then. And what I need to do is I need to get some fresh air, a bit of exercise, walk with the dog, regroup myself. It's finding support at 550. There's a very strong support there at 550. You can see how it keeps tapping it. But you've got the inverse cup and handle there, which is very bearish, so it's going to break down. It will go below 550, and when it does, it will probably go to $5. Which is what that offering's at. So right now, I zoom out on this, you can see $5 support level is key. 550. The $half support level is key on Tblt. Now I need to get away from Tblt. That's not where the gains are going to be made today. Redbox and is making a move back up again. I made $7,000 between Pagaya and Redbox today. $7,000 whilst I've been streaming, by the way. I didn't take any trades before I started the stream. I've not ended the stream and taken any more trades. So you've all watched me make $7,000 on those two on those two tickers, Pagaya and Redbox. And but for Tblt will be 7,000. Would be over our daily goal. Pagaya is back up at 11-cent spreads. Getting a breakout. If it breaks above 575, we get it this time. Rejected at 575 again. Getting support down here. Kind of 535 again. What else is moving? Kid Pick. I did all that out earlier. Kid Pick's motoring. It's only two. It's a $2 stock. So Kid Pick is motoring. Why is it motoring? It did motor on. This is another one that motored up on Friday. Had a really good day at the end of the session on Friday. Went from kind of $1.50. We moved up a whole $1.25 or whatever it is. No news saying why Kid Pick's moving today. It's just one of these discretionary stocks, consumer cyclical stocks moving up the sector. Getting good volume too. About 200,000 shares a minute. Breaks $3, I might be interested. What's the spread on Kid Pick? It's 10 cents. Careful, 4 cents, 3 cents. Yeah, it's about 3-4 cents on average. Probably not brilliant for a $3 stock. Okay, I'm not trading anymore till I've had some fresh air. I need to clear my head. It's funny how things that initial flush has just affected the my psychology, and I was feeling really buoyant and you know in the right mood. And right now I'm feeling deflated. And we're $4,000 up on the day, for crying out loud. I shouldn't be feeling deflated. You know, it's another good green day. We've made money. So why am I feeling deflated? I need to go away, reset my mind, and then maybe come back a little bit later. But yeah, it's just funny how things like that affect you psychologically, and you've just got to be able to manage that and get away from it. If you can't, walk away from your desk. You've got gains, walk away. Stay green on the day. Same thing. So, and I advise all of you to do that. If you're feeling a little bit low, don't trade. If you're hungover, don't trade. Go back to March when I was hungover and started trading, and I think I lost $27,000 or whatever it was. Or was that the back end of February? Whenever the Liverpool were playing in the cup final and won, and I came back afterwards and hungover and not very good judgment. So with Kid Pick having a great run up, no catalyst. So just be careful with that one. Gaia moving up again. Nope, moving down. We've got it out at $12. Looks like that's the case. It's 15 minutes is why that's looking like that. Red box moving up, looking strong. So I'm going to go away. I'm going to have a few minutes to myself, half an hour, 45 minutes, walk the dog, clear my head, come back, and we'll see what's moving. If I'm feeling it, I'll trade. If not, I'll come back for power hour and we'll have a chat at power hour. We'll close out the market together, guys. Power hour, if you're wondering what power hour is the two most volatile and voluminous periods of the market. Is the opening hour and the last hour of the market. The opening hour is by far the most volume, and then you get a lot of traders come back to the market for the last hour of the market. A lot of hedge fund traders will trade only the power hour, for example. So that will be from 3 p.m. market time. So that will be 8 p.m. in Dublin, where I'm based, or London, or whatever, UK. It'll be 9 p.m. on the continent of Europe. I'll be coming back for power hour. In the meantime, if you're wondering how I'm making all these profits, I made 42k on Friday. I made what was my gains on 42k on Friday, 7k on Thursday, 9k on Wednesday, 8k Tuesday. So good green week last week. I lost $1,500 on Monday, so it wasn't 100%. We did have a red day last week, but we had a good green day. Now, if you're wondering how we have a good green day, then this is how. So I'll pull this across so that you can all see on the YouTube as well. If you go into my profile, click on this link here, TikTok Trader. Now this link, all these links, this is my link tree, and all these links are available in the description on YouTube. So unfortunately, there's no description on Twitch, so you'll have to either come to the this link tree, or on my TikTok, or come to my YouTube channel and check out the description. If you want to learn to trade, I can teach you what I'm doing on a daily basis. So if you click through to that, you'll get through to the Day Trade with Tony page. And you can scroll all the way down, get the actual full curriculum of how to day trade profitably. I'll teach you personally. Not only do you get access to this course, you get membership to our private Discord community as well. I'm engaging on that throughout the day. The rest of the traders are engaging on that throughout the day. You get the swing trade course included as well as that. $150 a month. Before you come at me and say, well, that's a lot of money, if you're complaining that $150 is a lot of money, then it isn't aimed at you, unfortunately. It isn't aimed at you. You won't be able to, if you can't afford $150 a month, you can't afford to day trade, period. Okay? Just saying, it's no disrespect, man. There's no shade, man. It will take most people about 3 months to learn how to day trade. Then practice in a simulator until you're competent and you're consistently making gains in a simulator. If you scroll further down on this page, you've got my last 6 months of trading statistics and profitability, my broker statements, my broker reports, and my TraderView statistics. Talking of TraderView, if you go into back into my link tree, the third one down is TraderView. So this is TraderView right now. In July, I've got another 4K to add on to this. This is not July, this is for the year. So let's put July, filter by July. You can see 103,000 in profits. This doesn't take into account transaction charges and fees, which I can offset against tax anyway, but transaction charges and fees and commissions, etc. But 104,000 when I add 108,000, close to 108,000 when I add the 4,000 on from today. This is a great tool if you're a trader and you're not using something like this to journal your trades. I recommend that you do so. You're able to get in here and look at all your statistics. July in particular is really good for me. I've got a great 4-to-1, better than 4-to-1 accuracy on my trading in July. Across the year, it's 2-to-1. If I go back to from January, in fact, across my career so far, it's at approximately 2-to-1. So I'm looking at 69% versus 30%. So it's a little better than 2 to 1 based on the year. So I'll go back to July again and filter that. You can see the win-loss comparison, 162,000 in gains this month, 60,000. So I'm better than 2 to 1 on my risk reward, what I'm losing versus what I'm gaining. This is all, it's a little bit skew with because of Friday. Had a really good day on Friday. And you can see that from the overview if I put the calendars in place here. And you can see that 42,000 in gains on Friday, 7,000. I had a good week off Monday. That's the blot on the landscape. I'm having a really good month in July. Not quite as good as June, but there's time yet. We've got 4 days left, 4 trading days left of the month. So 4K today. Let's see if we can get a little bit more later. Maybe we'll see. I'm happy enough with 4K. I'd like to finish on my daily goal of 5K, but we'll see. Go back to the link tree. How do I find these stocks to trade? How do I know what's moving? How am I flicking between Redbox and KidPick, for example? Well, Benzinga, quite simply. So you click on this Benzinga one, and it brings you to this thing. So if you look in the middle, I've got 2 Benzinga scanners there on TikTok. I've got 3 on the left if you're on Twitch or YouTube. This Benzinga scanner, it's a great tool. Check it out. Try it out for free. Try your free trial. 14 days for free. If you do like it and you want to subscribe to it, come and use this code DTWT, Day Trade with Tony 35, DTWT 35. And you'll get 35% off for life. So that's subscription, whatever you subscribe in, whether it's a month, quarter, annually, you get 35% off. And that will also be 35% off for any future renewals as well. It is great. Benzinga, I get the scanners that you can see. I also get signals which tell me, price spikes, volatility halts, session highs, session lows, all that kind of stuff. I get rolling news ticker, real-time rolling news ticker. I get ideas. I get the insider information. I get calendars for IPOs and earnings reports and things like that. So I get all of that. All as part of Benzinga Pro. It is great, and this is what I use for to find my stocks to trade. What other questions will normally get asked? What am I trading with? So I'm trading with Dash Trader. So this is Dash Trader. It's the green, white, and gold thing. Dash Trader Pro. That's what I'm using to trade with. I trade with Interactive Brokers and Capital Markets Elite as my 2 chosen brokers. But the platform I'm trading on, the software that I'm using to trade on, is Dash Trader Pro. I do use TradingView for charting. Check out TradingView. You can use it for free as long as you want. If you want real-time data, you can subscribe in there and you can get multiple. If you use there's limitations on the free product on TradingView, but it is still great. And I use it for any kind of deeper analysis or longer-term analysis on any stocks that I'm trading. From swing trading, definitely TradingView. Also able to look at so what is TradingView? If I pull up the Bitcoin chart, where is my Bitcoin chart? That's a good question. So pull up my Bitcoin chart. Oh, for God's sake, where is it? This is my Bitcoin chart right now, and you can see this is Bitcoin 21,700. So it's actually coming down again now, Bitcoin. So I use TradingView for my crypto analysis. I use TradingView for deeper technical analysis. I just find it is really useful. What I can't find on Dash Trader, I will find on TradingView. So yeah, check out the link tree, have a play around with all of those links, and or check out the description, have a play around with all those links. That's what I use to trade on a daily basis. I've got all my socials up there as well in that link tree. So email me, DM me direct on my socials or whatever, if you want to get in touch. I'm going to be finishing the stream now. So with all due disrespect to everybody, have a profitable day. And I will see you later for Power Hour. Catch you later, guys.